Aloha everyone. Today we'll focus on yoga for sciatic pain, back pain, hip pain. True sciatic pain happens because of compression of the sciatic nerve at its origin, which is between lumbar vertebrae 4 and 5. And then from there the nerve runs down by your sacrum, the buttock area, and it goes down the leg. It is the largest nerve in the body, and along that pathway it can get compressed by other very tight muscles. So true sciatic pain is rare, while piriformis syndrome, it's pretty common. That's when the piriformis muscle, it's really tight, compresses the sciatic nerve, and it creates really strong discomfort and pain at the buttock area or by your sacrum. So that's one thing that we'll focus on today. The other common pain comes from instability of the sacroiliac joint, where the sacrum meets the iliac bone of the pelvis. It happens often during pregnancy or after pregnancy. And we'll focus on that as well by stabilizing and strengthening a little bit the muscles around that area so we can keep the pelvis as stable as possible. While at the piriformis area, we'll try to massage and lengthen. Okay, so for this class today, it will be great if you can get either a tennis ball or a lacrosse ball. I love the lacrosse ball, but it's pretty hard, yeah? This is a strong, deep tissue massage. I use it, you can try it. Nice and soft will be the tennis ball. So maybe start off with the tennis ball, see if that's enough, and then go into the lacrosse ball. Today I'm gonna use a tennis ball. You may also grab a pillow or a bolster if you have one, and definitely a block. We're gonna be using a block. We're gonna start laying down on the floor, on your back. Relax the arms and go ahead and bend the knees. Place your feet down to the floor and let your knees come together to touch. Relax the abdomen and become aware of your sacrum. And with the next exhale, allow the sacrum to sink deep into the floor, relaxing all muscles around it. The piriformis muscle you can find between the sacrum and the hip joint. It's pretty deep. So we're going to use the ball and we're going to place the ball in that area. For some of you this may be already enough, and then you can roll the ball until you find that area that's like, ooh, right? Really tight, and just kind of allow all of your weight to sink deep into the ball. And breathe in stillness. If you want to increase this a little more, you can come into reclined pigeon pose while the ball is under your right hip. You're gonna lift the right knee up. Maybe this is great, maybe you don't need to go any deeper. Just check in. And your next step will be to cross the right ankle on top of the left thigh. That will externally rotate the hip joint and connect you easier with the piriformis muscle, as it is an external rotator. 5 deep breaths here. If you don't feel anything, make sure you roll the ball around so you find your spot. Self-myofascial release. 2 more breaths. Feel yourself getting heavier and heavier and more relaxed and more relaxed. Last deep breath in. all the way out. Just go ahead and lean over to the left side. Take the ball from underneath. Step both feet down. Take your knees together. And reconnect. Allow the sacrum to sink heavy into the floor. Can you tell that there is a difference from one hip to the other? Let's take the ball under the left buttock now. Once again, this can be perfect right here where you are with both feet down to the floor. If you wanted to go a little deeper, left knee comes in towards the chest. Make sure you're relaxing. Yeah, the more relaxed you are, the heavier you will be. And the harder the massage. Find the perfect spot and remain as still as possible with the breath. Or cross the left ankle on top of the right thigh. Five more breaths. Two more. Last one. Very nice. Release the ball from underneath. Relax your hips, step the feet down, knees come together to touch. You can do a little bit of movement. Side to side windshield wiper, so you can hug your knees in towards the chest. Step the feet down wider towards the edges of the mat. And do a couple full windshield wipers side to side. Then go ahead, take the block, place it between your thighs. So gentle compression with the inner thighs into the block. And go ahead and walk your feet over towards the right. Let your knees fall down towards the floor. Open the arms out and relax in this twist. One more breath. Inhale to center. Walk the feet over to the left side. Let the knees fall to the left. Look over the right shoulder. Relax into the twist. Inhale to center. Squeeze the block between your thighs. Bring your hands to the skull. And as you exhale, lift the chest. Good. Engagement of the core. Inhale, lower down. Exhale, lift the chest. Good. Inhale, lower down. One more time. Exhale, lift the chest. Inhale, lower down. Bring your knees over your hips. 90-degree angle with the knees. Keep the block between the thighs. Pull your navel down towards the floor. Inhale here. Exhale, lift the chest. Inhale, lower down. Exhale, lift the chest. Keep breathing for 6. Inhale, lower down. 5. Inhale, lower down. 4. Inhale, lower down. 3. Inhale, lower down. 2. Inhale, lower down. Last one, exhale. Inhale, lower down. Step your feet. Release the block, upper windshield wipers. Very nice. Go ahead and roll over to one side into a fetal pose. And then from there, slowly come up to a tabletop position. Tabletop position, it's a great place to engage the core in a very passive and safe way. As you inhale, lengthen the spine, reach the crown of the head forward and your tailbone back. Find a gentle lift through the navel up towards the spine and keep the hips as stabilized as possible. Become aware of the rib cage. Inhale here. And as you exhale, tuck the tailbone under, lift the pelvic floor and the navel up and bring your chin towards the chest. Inhale, arch the spine. Stretch the belly. Exhale, round the spine, chin towards the chest, tailbone down. Stretch the low back. Inhale, stretch the belly, arch the spine, compress the low back. Exhale, navel up, tailbone down, chin towards the chest. Last one, inhale. Exhale. Side to side, gentle movement. Go ahead and lower on your right side, all the way down, and you can use your right hand as a pillow. We're going to practice clumps. So your knees are together and your feet are together. Here we're going to activate to that piriformis muscle and the rest of the extensors and external rotators as we lift the knee, the top knee up and down. So the pelvis stays stable, it's not moving, it's just from the hip joint, externally rotating, lifting the knee and then back down. For 6, core is gently engaged. 5, exhale as you lift the knee. 4, left hand on the hip. 3, 2, 1. This time we're going to lift the entire left leg up. Inhale, rest. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower down. Exhale, lift. So up, abduction and a little bit of external rotation as you lift the knee. Inhale, lower down. Exhale, lift. Pelvis stays stable. For 6. Exhale, lift. 5. Exhale, lift. 4. Keep the abdomen engaged. 2, 3. 2. 1 more. 1. Good. One more variation here. As you exhale, you're gonna lift the leg and move your heel back like you're kicking back. So a little more extension now. Inhale, return the leg on top. Exhale, lift it up and kick back. So this time the glute and the hamstring will be engaging a little more. Inhale, lower down. Exhale, lift up and kick to the heel. Inhale, lower down for 6. 5. Keep the hips stable. Keep the abdomen engaged. 4. 3. 2. 1. Beautiful. Same thing to the opposite side. Set it up. First, we're only opening. Inhale, stabilize the hips and the navel. Exhale, top knee comes up. Inhale, lower down. Exhale, top knee comes up. Stabilize the pelvis. As you do that, exhale, knee up. I like to have my hand on the hip so I can feel better. For 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Second variation. Inhale here. Exhale, lift the whole leg up. Inhale, lower. Exhale, abduction and a little bit of external rotation. Inhale, lower down. Exhale for 6. Stabilize the hips. 5. Pull the navel back. 4. 3. 2. 1. Inhale, rest. Third variation where we lift and we kick back. Inhale, stabilize. Exhale, lift. Extend the knee and kick to the back heel. Not the knee, the hip. Inhale, lower down. Exhale, lift. Extend the hip and kick to the heel. So activation of the glute and the hamstring. For 6, inhale, lower. Exhale, lift and kick back. Stabilize the hips, no rotation in the hips. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. Beautiful. Coming up, back to tabletop position and moving to couple cat and cows. One more. Go ahead and find the block. Place it between your thighs. We're going to come into plank position. Now, option to practice plank on your hands or forearm plank. Tuck your toes under and lift the knees off the floor. Squeeze the block, pull the navel up, and press your hands or your elbows into the floor. Slow breathing. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Downward facing dog. Deep inhale. Exhale, look forward and walk your feet slowly between your hands. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen up. Exhale, folding into your own degree. With the inhale, come all the way up, reach your arms overhead. Exhale, prayer. Arms down by your sides. Breathe in. And breathe out. Bring awareness down into your feet, establishing connection with the earth. Find the balls of the feet and really press down to the balls of the feet. Lift all 10 toes and try to create a suction underneath your feet to the earth. So there's a little bit of lift to the sole of the feet, like you're sucking up the energy from the earth into your body, and then slowly place all 10 toes down to the floor. Remain without suction. You should be feeling engagement through the muscles in the legs just from that. And then from there, bring the awareness up to the thigh bones and energetically move your thigh bones back. As you move your thigh bones back, that will release some of the hip flexors. Energetically move the sacrum forward. Thigh bones back, sacrum forward. Keep the suction in the feet. Gently lift the navel up and relax your arms down by your sides. Hold this for 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, reach your arms overhead. And as you exhale, bend the knees. Come into chair position. See how far you can squat down and keep pulling the femur bones down and back as you move the sacrum forward and the navel back. Knees back. Allow the lower abdomen to drop down, decompressing the low back. For 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, come up. Exhale, arms down by your sides. Breathe in and breathe out. Beautiful. So finding that stability always through the front and the back of the pelvis will keep the joints at the sacroiliac level and the lumbar level more stable, so less movement and hopefully less pain or less compression at the sciatic. Good. From here we're gonna release the block. You can move the legs a little bit, and we're gonna move down into saddle pose with the block. Go ahead and come into a kneeling position. Open the feet out to the sides. Place the block between your feet and let your hips relax on top of the block. If you can do this pose without the block, that's great, but that's not our focus. The focus is to once again allow space, so you can visualize the space between the sacroiliac joints and the hip joints widening, the pelvic floor relaxing, the spine elongating. And now bring your arms forward and in front of you. Interlock all 10 fingers. And then flip the palms forward, stretching the soles of the hands and stretching the space between your shoulder blades, stretching the spine, grounding the hips. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, arms down parallel. Inhale, arms up, lengthen the spine. Exhale, pull the navel back gently, arms down parallel. Just one more time. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, parallel. Inhale, arms overhead. Keep the hips stable. With the exhale, we're gonna bend over to the right side. Make sure the right sit bone remains grounded, left sit bone remains grounded. Look under the left armpit. For 3, 2, 1. Inhale to your center. Lengthen both sideways, and as you exhale, ground the hips evenly down and bend over to the left side. If possible, look under your right armpit. For 3, 2, 1. Inhale, center, ground the hips down, lengthen the spine. As you exhale, bend over to the right side. And we're going to take it into a half circle. So you're going to flex the body. Pull the back of the heart backward. So you're expanding to the thoracic spine. Go over to the other side into your erect spine. Exhale, same thing. Bend to the right. Around the spine, come forward, all the way to the opposite side. Side bend, erect spine. Inhale, switch direction. Exhale, side bend to the left, flex forward, around the spine, go all the way to the opposite side, and then into your side bend and long spine. Hips are grounded. Inhale. Exhale, bend to the left. Circle around over to the right and erect spine. Inhale, hips are grounded. Exhale, arms down by your sides. Breathe in and breathe out. Beautiful. Release the block. Grab your pillow or your bolster. We're coming into Shavasana. Supported Shavasana for this practice. So your bolster or your pillow underneath your knees. Relax the sacrum down into the earth. Relax the body. Bring awareness to the breath at the entrance of the nostrils. And for the rest of the time here, allow the body to breathe on its own without your control. You observe the energy moving through your body together with your breath. Count 9 breaths in and out. Bring awareness back into your body. Move your fingers and your toes. Shift the head gently side to side, massaging back of the skull. Roll over to your right side. Keto position. Take one breath in. And all the way out. And with your next inhale, slowly coming up to your seated position. With your eyes closed, bring your hands to a prayer in front of the heart center. Acknowledge your body, your mind, and your practice with gratitude. Bow the head down. Namaste.